Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another weather forecast by Age Weather Forecast. Is going to be another update on the major snowstorm that we are currently seeing unfolding across the upper Midwest and portions of the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley. We are currently seeing some really heavy snow all the way from portions of Wisconsin down towards portions of Cincinnati and as well far northern Kentucky, and likely to watch out for more additional lake effect snow, heavy snow bands, and as well the main snow to make its way to the east. Watching out for now some more snow ahead of Cleveland, Columbus, Pennsylvania, including Pittsburgh, and so watching out for some more snow along Detroit and as well along the Great Lakes. So we are watching out for more updates, watching out for blowing snow, ice, deep freeze, and as well, of course, very significant conditions, including whiteout conditions, and we're watching out for more and more snow, likely half a foot additional for some areas. But before we get in the video, I do recommend you guys subscribe to this channel if you are new, as well as smash the like button and bell icon so you guys can get notified as soon as I make a video. But without further ado, let's get in the video. So the first thing I want to do is show you guys actually the latest GR2 analyst picture we have right now. So this is the latest data. So we actually have a report of actually half an inch of snow here reported basically along downtown Indianapolis. We do have a report of half an inch of snow, as well another half an inch report there. Actually, I believe it's actually 0.9, and this one's actually 0.5, so we actually have 0.9, so we're basically getting close to an inch report there just to the northeast of Indianapolis. But there you see we had really heavy snow earlier on. Around 2 hours ago we had almost whiteout conditions, complete whiteout conditions across Indianapolis. The snow is that heavy. I mean, look how heavy that snow was. If we go to the very beginning of the screen here, you can see we're talking about dark pinks here, and that's actually not freezing rain or sleet. That's actually heavy snow. But earlier on, the snow is kind of still all across eastern and now central Indiana and making its way into the border of Ohio. But now it's making its way towards Columbus, seeing some really heavy snow across portions of Dayton, Ohio. Seeing some really good snow across areas near Fort Wayne, as well as some good snow down across much of the Ohio and Indiana border. And then we're kind of having that area of into the upper 30s and lower 40s. We're still seeing some rain. However, we are starting to see across the Weather Channel radar and the National Weather Service radar that we're starting to see some snow mix in across Cincinnati, and starting to see some flurries and snow showers develop as far south as the Kentucky border. And let's now go ahead and get a look at the overall Columbus radar site. So as of now, we don't have any reports for portions of Ohio yet. We only have snow reports from Indiana, as obviously it's been snowing there basically all morning, and now the snow's rapidly making its way in towards Ohio. We didn't have any snow showers when I woke up this morning early in Ohio, but now it's completely rapidly making its way towards the east here. And there's two reasons why we're not going to be seeing as much accumulation. You're probably thinking, how did we only get 0.9 in Indiana in that area if it was so heavy? Well, it's because first off, it's above freezing, and second off, it's moving so quickly as well. We are seeing a lot of rain mixed in with this, as we are seeing these above freezing temperatures. However, since the sun is obviously being covered, and since we saw such cold temperatures last night, the surface is still pretty cold and below freezing, so that's the only reason why we are still seeing some type of accumulation. So not going to expect too much accumulation, maybe 3 to 4 inches across portions of actual central Columbus, across portions near west central Ohio, but in the areas near Cleveland, Paynesville, that's where we're going to be watching out for maybe half a foot or so, especially up towards Erie. That's where we're going to be seeing those really cold temperatures and heaviest snow. And as well, we're going to watch out for some additional snow showers coming in here later tomorrow morning. So we could see some additional snowfall, but really heavy snow band all the way from basically near Butler, Ohio, going all across Wyandotte. And as we're going to start seeing some snow very close to Toledo now, and starting to see some really heavy snow towards Delaware. And this rain is starting to convert into snow at Columbus. And as we continue throughout the day, this snow will continue to become more visible. As we're going to watch out for Cleveland, and eventually Pittsburgh is going to start getting involved in some of the action. And we can very well watch out. You can see that snow's mixing in towards Cincinnati, Claremont, Hillsborough. That's where we're starting to see that snow rain line developing. And now we're actually getting some really big reports here across far northern Indiana. But if we actually go towards actual Wisconsin, I'm going to go out of the way here for Wisconsin. We actually have a snow report of 4.5 inches near Manitowoc, Wisconsin, as well near Green Bay. We actually have we actually have 3.5 inches of snowstorm. Total snow so far, light snow still falling. And same thing here. So we actually had almost an additional or almost total 4 inches. So you're seeing those little light reports near Indiana, but getting some good reports as we go further northward, as we're seeing those cooler temperatures and the actual cold front. So here's the Detroit. Here's a look at the Detroit radar site. So seeing some really heavy snow all across eastern Wisconsin, including Flint, Michigan. Getting some really good snow for Ann Arbor, Adrian, Michigan, of course. There I am. Toledo, of course, and that good snow. So I wish we could have like all one big radar site, but but obviously it's gonna have to go with the actual radar sites. But we actually had up to report here of 1 inch near Steuben, Indiana, around as well 1.4 inches near just north of Webster, near Kosciuszko, Indiana, and that's obviously for the National Weather Service, and then another report of 1.3 near Whitley, Indiana, so kind of within the overall Fort Wayne and Auburn area of far northeastern Indiana. We've gone to report of just over an inch or so, and we're going to start seeing some more reports, possibly getting up to 2 inches as the snow is going to start making its way towards Michigan, but really heavy snow, of course, towards eastern Michigan. If we go into the actual live picture again, really heavy snow for downtown Detroit, Wayne, as well, including Toledo, and that's going to continue to become more widespread. But let's now quickly look at now Wisconsin. I actually want to go towards the Wisconsin radar site really quickly here. Let's go to Green Bay radar site so you guys can get a picture what that snow was like. So here's a look at all the reports we've had. So we saw some really heavy snow overnight, and we're still seeing some scattered snow showers as this low pressure backs. But we got some really good snow there. Again, 4.5 inches off the coast of east or western Lake Michigan, near Manitowoc as well. We did get some good snow as well, up to 4 inches near Douglas, Wisconsin last night, and now some scattered areas across just overall north central near Stevens Point and near just outside Eau Claire. Actually, we got 2.5 inches in Eau Claire, 3.5 here near Clark, Wisconsin. Marathon, Wisconsin, Marathon County as well. Still seeing that really heavy snow now, including now Traverse City, and really heavy snow towards areas near the Green Bay area, Manitowoc, Two Rivers. We're still seeing that really heavy snow, but that will start to diminish later on today. But let's now get a look at the actual National Weather Service, and let's now look at the overall future, not the present. So right now we only have winter weather advisories for areas off Lake Michigan, including obviously western Michigan and eastern Wisconsin, including Green Bay, Two Rivers, Manitowoc, which obviously where we got that 4.5 inch report, as well near Muskegon, Traverse City, all along the western coast of Lake Michigan. We have those winter weather advisories because that additional lake affects snow. And we really have nothing whatsoever for the Ohio Valley or lower Great Lakes, but most likely we will start to see some additional winter weather advisories be issued later today. And the only other winter weather advisory we have is across the crest of the higher elevations in the Appalachians across West Virginia. And then we have a few special weather statements, but these are actually not for the snow, but for the winds, as we're going to watch out. First, some strong winds. We have a winter weather advisory to the west, and special weather statements looking at gusts up to 40 miles an hour. So we could very well see some whiteout conditions across Columbus, Indianapolis, Detroit, and as well eventually Pennsylvania by later today. So here's the overall surface analysis for right now. So let me actually go to the front. There we go. Go to the front. So here's the overall latest surface analysis for today. So there's a low pressure currently there in Wisconsin. There you see that really deep cold front, of course. This was actually the cold front from the previous front. That's why it's so darn cold across the southeast. I actually woke up with 28 degrees, and it felt like 24 degrees. So definitely some pretty cold there. But overall, seeing some really cold air all across this vicinity. However, we do have a small warm front that is bringing some slightly warm air across Indianapolis, just out of the warm sector, and included front. But we're still experiencing some mid-30s, and of course, since it's a pretty fast-moving front, look at later today by 18Z. They're going to be seeing a lot of mix here all across Pennsylvania, Michigan later today at 18Z, and then some areas of snow closer to the actual cold front itself, but seeing a lot of heavy snow across the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes, and by 0Z on Monday. So overnight, you're going to see this now front making its way towards Erie, Pennsylvania, and it's going to allow for any of that cold air behind it. So as this cold front passes, it's going to be seen down below, well below freezing temperatures once again for the Great Lakes, including Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. So it's going to allow for the chance of any remaining precipitation and moisture will become really strong, heavy snow bands. And that's why the snowstorm is not over yet for Indianapolis. It is not done yet for Western Michigan. It is not done yet for even Illinois, because we're going to be watching out later tonight to tomorrow morning some scattered snow showers and even snow bands that could very well be really heavy. And since it's cold front, this second front will be well past by tomorrow morning. It's cold front going to be at this point by the Appalachian Mountains. It's going to be really cold in the overnight hours, even by 60. And be seeing that heavy snow now making its way along the cold front. Now, this warm front will kind of disappear, so it's going to be just a long cold front, so it's going to allow for even some more snow to develop across the higher Appalachian Mountains and even the Adirondacks there in New York. Some good snow for Vermont up towards New England, and even some more snow again, like I said, additional snow for Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, by tomorrow, because of how that cold air is going to remain, and that cold front is going to obviously surpass and quickly pass. So obviously going to be seeing that cold air advection behind the cold front the day after the main system. So going to be seeing probably some really cold 20s tomorrow morning. So here's now the latest look at the actual snowfall we've actually had within the past 24 hours. So we actually continued. Obviously, we saw some really good snow across portions there of northern and North Dakota. We got up to 6 inches, and then we see a kind of widespread area anywhere from 4 to 6 inches there across. But this was obviously more towards yesterday morning. But as I got a little bit later on, towards actually overnight, we got some good snow there, up to around 4 inches near northern. 3 to 4 inches there across northeastern Minnesota, got up to around an inch or so near the Twin Cities, and then of course we saw that really good snow that developed last night, early morning today, all across northern Wisconsin. We got some really good snow, 4 inches there across northeastern, almost 5 inches near Eau Claire, and then of course we do have the report of almost 3.5 inches. Across Green Bay. That's from GR2 though, and then this is obviously have not updated in a good bit, so a lot of these totals we looked at have not really popped up yet. So obviously closer to Sheboygan, now we actually had nearly 3 inches instead of 1 inch, and we actually did see as well reports there around an inch scattered across Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, and even got some reports there of over 4 inches outside Traverse City, as well good 4 inches off the lake effect snow area. So continue to watch out. By tomorrow, it's going to be a completely different region. All of this is going to be completely covered, so it's going to be very interesting. But already up to 6 inches max from North Dakota, and we're going to see if any other areas can surpass 6 inches. So now we're beginning to look at the actual HRR 15-minute forecast. It's going to be very, very, very detailed. This is actually as of basically right now. So this is kind of what we'll experience. Actually, a little bit more. There we go. That's kind of what we're experiencing right now. That heavy snow band still across western Michigan or eastern Wisconsin and western Michigan. It's exactly where we have exactly reasoning why we have that lake effect snow, because you're just seeing that snow kind of just staying there with really at a really heavy rate. You're just seeing that snow just staying in place, kind of pretty stationary. That's exactly why we have those winter weather advisories. We can very well, like I said yesterday, when I said in yesterday's video, that we could easily get over a foot across western Michigan, and we already have around 4 to 5, and we still have a few good hours or a few good hours left of the stationary heavy lake effect snow. So we could very well get up to maybe 7 to 8 inches across western Michigan. Who knows, maybe towards Two Rivers and Sheboygan, Wisconsin. But the main storm obviously across eastern Michigan. Heavy snow. Again, seeing that darkest colors, but going to start seeing that snow mixing, that snow rain line towards Cincinnati and possibly near Louisville. But of course, this is the latest update. But let's not go towards the 12Z update. So again, starting to see that really heavy snow, of course, by the next 5.5 hours across portions of, or actually 4.5 hours across portions there of Ohio, Cleveland. Really good snow now developing towards Pittsburgh. Still seeing that, like I said, still going to be seeing some strong, heavy snow bands as this cold front passes. At this point, the cold front kind of be right here. So that's exactly what I'm saying. We're going to be seeing even some more lake effect snow station and lake effect snow towards western Michigan. So they could very well get extremely heavy snow towards Traverse City, Grand Rapids, and then of course we're going to get some really heavy snow as we go to tomorrow morning across Ithaca, even Scranton, the Poconos. some good snow for Erie, Jamestown, New York, and of course, like I said, really, really heavy snow bands tomorrow morning. I mean, look at that. That's extremely heavy snow bands. It's going to bring maybe an additional inch or so. Who knows? Because it's going to be well below freezing at that point. And then by tomorrow morning, still seeing late tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning, and start seeing some snow, of course, across now even Cleveland, even probably could get some snow showers towards even, who knows, down across Tennessee and even northern Georgia, but gonna get some good snow showers there for Akron, Indianapolis, even some snow showers possible near Louisville. So definitely watching out for some really good snow. But let's now get a look at the overall temperatures. Like I said, we're seeing kind of these mid 30s across this main area right now. Below freezing temperatures are actually across western Michigan and of course eastern Wisconsin, exactly why we're still seeing that really heavy precipitation. But so right now seeing mid 30s, but these temperatures will actually decrease as we go over the day. So we're going to start still seeing 33, 34, 35. So that's actually why it's still sticking, because the surface is so cold. But as we now go towards now tomorrow morning it's going to be completely different. We go to tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up to some really cold temperatures, now getting towards 31, 32, and probably even some upper 20s as a result of that cold front really moving out. So here's the overall additional snowfall from the HRRR. Looking at some really good lake effect snow still ahead of Wisconsin, still ahead for Michigan and Indiana. Actually getting an area of over a foot for the Indiana and Michigan border. That's very interesting. That's obviously going to be a lot of that actually coming in from tomorrow morning here. Like I said, a lot of that snow we can very well see an additional, who knows, an inch or 3 or even 4 from these snow bands, because it's going to be all below freezing, as we're looking at additional 2 to 3 inches across Wisconsin, additional scattered areas of over 4 or 5 across Michigan. But the main system will be watching out from anywhere from 1 to 5 inches across Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys all later.